Welcome to this Wednesday webinar on academic resources for students. When courses provide these academic resources, they are knowingly or unknowingly providing support for General Standard 7 of the Quality Matters Rubric, which examines the alignment of institutional support provided in courses. My name is Paul Lynch, and joining me to examine academic resources for students is Sasha Johnson, Mark Cooper, and Ryan Randall. First, we're going to look at the Specific Review Standard 7.1. This standard states the course instructions articulate or link to a clear description of the technical support offered and how to obtain it. What does Specific Review Standard 7.1 not look for? So, Specific Review Standard 7.1 does not judge the quality of the supports provided to the student. We are specifically looking to make sure the necessary information is provided to the students. What can this look like? To reiterate the goal of the Specific Review Standard, the course needs to provide a way for students to contact technical support if or when it's necessary. This can look like including a description and link to technical support services in the course syllabus. This can be in the form of a Word doc, a PDF, or in the book activity in Moodle, like we see in the image. What you can also do is build a technical support block in your Moodle course. To do this, you would toggle editing on, expand the course block drawer, select the Add a Block option, then select Text to add and build a technical support resource block to the course. Next, I'll pass things off to Sasha, who will discuss Specific Review Standard 7.2.
Thank you, Paul. Specific Review Standard 7.2 of the Quality Matters Rubric recommends that course instructions include information regarding the institution's accessibility policies and services. Idaho State University does have an electronic and information technology accessibility policy that addresses web accessibility, instructional materials accessibility, document accessibility, electronic media accessibility, as well as software, hardware, and systems accessibility and procurement aspects. The ITRC also provides an e-learning technology policies and resources webpage that includes links to accessibility statements for several commonly used technologies in online courses, such as Moodle, Google's Education Suite, Zoom, and Office 365. By including this information in your course, you ensure that all learners are able to easily access the services they need to succeed. This can help reduce the number of questions and emails you receive and allow students to focus on learning rather than overcoming barriers. When we don't include this information, we increase learner frustration, which can also lead to poor performance and attrition. By including this information, you are reducing barriers, which in turn increases access for all learners. So what does this look like in a course? Well, it can be achieved using a link to an institutional accessibility policy or a statement informing learners how to obtain disability support services. For example, the ITRC has created a syllabus template with an accessibility section as shown here. The information includes a link to the Disability Services website, as well as information for resources at all of ISU's locations. You can also include a link to the ITRC's e-learning technology policies and resources at ISU webpage to help learners easily find information about the software used in your courses. Feel free to reach out to any of us at the ITRC if you'd like help adding information about ISU's accessibility policies and services. Next, I'll hand it off to Ryan, who's going to talk about academic support services and resources to help learners succeed.
Great, thanks, Sasha. So, Quality Matters Specific Review Standard 7.3, like the two previous ones, focuses on one particular aspect. This one focuses on institutional academic support services and resources. So what might these be? They can include things like links to the library, specific library resources, such as perhaps an especially relevant database or journal, or also subject-specific research guides, such as at ISU, our LibGuides. You might also include a readiness assessment or a survey. You might link to testing services. You also might link to tutoring, writing, and/or math services at ISU. This is at our Student Success Center. They also provide academic skills handouts at the Student Success Center, as well as English as a second language resources. And finally, this is what this could look like in your course. So there are different ways to include all of this information. Here you see it included as part of a book. That is how the syllabus has been put together. And all of these university resources have been put on one page. So you can see that they are linked by student resources at each particular campus. You can see a link for Meridian, Idaho Falls, and for Twin Falls. You can also see under another heading, a link to the library. Below that, there's a link to a college level research guide. And below that, a specific guide for this level of literary criticism, because this is a 3 level class. And below that is the Student Success Center. So this is just one example of how you could include all of these links in your course as would be relevant to your own discipline and course level. So next, we will have Mark tell us about specific review standard 7.4. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you, Ryan. Okay, Quality Matters Standard 7.4 focuses on instructions that direct students to university student services and resources. And some of these services include advising, registration, financial aid, and student support services, as well as counseling and testing, the health center, the university's diversity resource center, and information on scholarships. And so this information would include a description of the service, as well as contact information on how students can get in touch with these different departments. Now, you might be asking yourselves, why would I put this information into my course syllabus when it's already 17 pages long? And so providing this information, the services and resources to your students will help them to be able to quickly find the information that they need. They'll be able to join the campus community. Think about your traditional students attending the university. They would attend an orientation in which they would get this information. Your online students may not have access to that information to be able to come on campus and receive it. So therefore, that information would be very handy to include in your course. And it's what that could look like in your course syllabus is shown here on the screen. And if you're interested in a template that has this information in it, please contact the ITRC and reach an instructional designer who can provide that to you. The standards discussed in this video, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, and 7.4 are all part of the Quality Matters rubric. Quality Matters is a global organization leading quality assurance in online education. The Quality Plus program, ISU's implementation of Quality Matters. If you would like to learn more about ISU's Quality Plus program or meet with a representative from the Quality Plus team, please scan the corresponding QR codes on the screen. And if you would like to learn more about Moodle or any other services provided by the Instructional Technology Resource Center, you can access our Tiger Tracks articles, our video library, You can meet with a representative from the ITRC simply by contacting us through email. You can call the ITRC or simply visit the library. We're in the lower level. Please watch out for future Wednesday webinars as they will be announced in ISU Today, and check out the ISU events calendar. You can access the links on this screen simply by scanning the QR code. Thank you so much for attending today's Wednesday webinar, and have a wonderful day.